Greetings, Warriors fans. In today's video, I bring you a lot of updates, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Game 5 was a disappointment on the road, and now the Rockets find themselves down 3-1 in the series. They'll surely come out determined, fueled by their youth and the energy of the home crowd. Meanwhile, the Warriors delivered a performance far below expectations. We got the first points of the game off a surprising pass between players, but from that moment on, things just went downhill. In the third quarter, Coach made substitutions with 5 minutes left. Just 5 minutes remaining. And that was the move. Looking at the numbers, one player scored 8, another had 8, and a third quietly reached 13. Quiet or not, it wasn't enough. They just couldn't get back into the game. The bench players were the real highlight. They put together a stunning 25-4 run. The guys off the bench showed heart and hustle, forcing the opposing starters to return in the fourth quarter. A scuffle broke out due to the intensity of two players. That's the kind of fire we want to see, not what the starters gave us. Frankly, it was embarrassing. Now, the Rockets have sparked a little hope by heading home for Game 6 on Friday night. They have a chance if this goes to Game 7. Yes, they're young and we're more experienced, but I honestly doubt we'd be able to pull it off in that scenario. We have to win Game 6. I want to believe we can win a Game 7, but not after how we played in Game 5. This reminds me of a previous situation when we faced another team and suffered a heavy road loss. We came back to win Game 6 at home, and I'd like to think we can do that again. The situation's different, the opponent's different, but you can feel my passion as a fan. This is my first time here, but I've followed everything closely for a long time. I'm here to provide real honest analysis with a colleague. Let's get into some of the biggest headlines from this game. We have to start with the incident that made waves across the league. As a diehard fan, this is my first time speaking here, but I've been watching for ages. Let's talk about the headbutt heard around the world. I'm sharing my screen. Here's the confrontation. This is exactly what I want to see from my team. Look at them battling in the paint. One guy pushes his opponent. The rival didn't like it and then boom, another guy gets involved. That was the scuffle, and that's what you want to see. None of the starters were involved. It was the bench players who stepped up, and that's great. No major suspensions. Maybe one guy sits out a game, but I think a one-game suspension is enough. He got under their skin, and he's got the grit we need. He doesn't back down. I don't think the other team understands that kind of determination. But what you don't want to see is what happened next. The game was tied. I'm not even going to show it. Let's just say it was 66-all. Then the other team slowly started to pull away. We were missing shots, turning the ball over. One player had an awful night. You could tell he was rattled. A rookie dealing with pressure. We couldn't score. 24-38, 24-54, then 16 unanswered points. And that was it. Game over. By halftime, people were already saying it was hopeless. But the bench came in and brought life. We have to give our bench credit. They forced the opponent to bring their starters back. But we still lost 131 to 116. We only scored 24 in the first quarter and gave up 40. Giving up 40 in a quarter is unacceptable. Then we gave up 36 in the second. That's just as bad. We won the final quarter by 12, but it didn't matter. At that point, both benches were on the court and their starters came back in. The truth is, the stats don't even matter anymore. Our starters combined for just 40 points. That's embarrassing. Mistakes all over. But look at the bench. They deserve recognition. Everyone who played gave effort. But what's going on with a player who can't even get minutes in a throwaway game? He needs to be lighter, fresher. There's something else going on. Let's look at the bench. Looney, Key, Knox, Jackson, Davis, Santos, Post, Payton, Moody, Spencer, they all played. Everyone except Jonathan Kuminga. What's happening with Kuminga that he can't even get on the floor against this team? He needs minutes. It feels like something's going on behind the scenes. Maybe an injury, maybe some disconnect with Steve Kerr. He didn't play last game and he sat out this one, too. I'm completely in the dark. I didn't even see him on the bench. Last game, someone said he was sitting under the basket. Today, I didn't see him at all. The Rockets deserve credit. 4 of their 5 starters scored in double digits. Actually, all 5 scored in double digits. They came out hot. Sun and Green made an early impact. Thompson hit some clutch shots and had big dunks. As a unit, they executed their game plan perfectly. Looking at the team stats, you can see what helped us win games 3 and 4, free throws. The Rockets made that a focus. They hit 60% and 64% from the line in those games. Tonight, they were at 85%, hitting 32 of 38. We sent them to the line way too often. The Warriors shot 68%. Sure, we made more threes, but we gave up 17 extra points at the line. Paint points have been a major issue for us. You'd think it'd be in our favor, but when you give up that many free throws, you're not winning. A lot of those points came during garbage time, when we were cutting into the lead. Fast break points were fairly even. Points off turnovers about the same. Pain points, barely any difference. What killed us was the free throws early on, and that led to us emptying the bench 5 minutes into the third. An absolutely shameful performance by the Warriors. So what's next? We must win Game 6 at Chase Center. Winning at home is non-negotiable. We have to show up. It's Friday night at home. For me, this is a Game 7. I do not feel confident going back to Houston. Can we win that game? Yes. But I don't feel safe going back. Guys, we have to take Game 6 on our home court to Chase Center. It's do or die. Game 6 at home is everything. Let's get it done again. It's Friday night at home. That feels like Game 7 to me. I don't want to go back to Houston. We can win there, but I'm not comfortable with that crowd. Our young guys and veterans need to deliver on Friday night. If not, Game 7 will be on May 4th, a Sunday. And honestly, I don't know, guys. I want to feel good about that, but I just don't. Here's the good news. Minnesota is facing Los Angeles. Hopefully the Lakers win Game 5 and have to go back to Minnesota for Game 6. No extra rest for either team. We'll face the winner of that series in the next round. It's been a rough day for fans. I was embarrassed. If you check the Warriors Twitter feed, it's obvious. The Rockets scored 107 points in the first 3 quarters. They finished with 131. That was the worst defensive performance we've seen in a while. Still, I agree. Closing out games is everything. That's why you win Game 1. That's why you take Game 3 and Game 4, because now you've got a chance. Game 6 at home. The Rockets are down 3-2. Your home Chase Center has to be loud. You have to bring the energy. We need it desperately. It was a disgraceful performance. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'll keep you updated with anything new over the next few days. See you in the next video. I got to go. I'm going to cry myself to sleep. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. In a move that has sent shockwaves throughout the NBA, Domantas Sabonis has officially signed a 3-year contract with the Golden State Warriors. The news broke early this morning and instantly dominated headlines across the United States, marking one of the most surprising and impactful signings of the off-season. After years of anchoring the Sacramento Kings and establishing himself as one of the league's most consistent big men, Sabonis has now joined forces with Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, aiming to usher in a new era of Warriors basketball. Sabonis, a 2-time All-Star and one of the league's premier passing bigs, had long been viewed as the centerpiece of Sacramento's ambitious rebuild. His decision to leave the Kings caught many off guard, especially considering his strong ties to the organization and his role in ending their playoff drought. Yet, sources close to the player suggest that Sabonis was drawn to the championship pedigree of Golden State and the opportunity to compete for a title alongside seasoned veterans. The deal is reportedly worth just under $100 million, reflecting the Warriors' belief that Sabonis can be a cornerstone of their system moving forward. His unique skill set, blending physicality in the paint with high basketball IQ and elite vision, should mesh well with the Warriors' trademark ball movement and spacing. Analysts are already predicting that the addition of Sabonis could revitalize Golden State's interior play, providing the team with much-needed rebounding and post presence. Golden State's front office under the leadership of Mike Dunleavy Jr. made the bold move as part of a broader plan to extend the team's title window. With Klay Thompson's future still uncertain and the core aging, the arrival of Sabonis brings a fresh dynamic that could balance experience with renewed competitiveness. Fans at Chase Center are buzzing with excitement, hoping this surprising acquisition leads to another deep playoff run. Only time will tell how Sabonis fits in a Steve Kerr system. But one thing is certain, the entire league is now paying closer attention to the Warriors. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share yo.